It's always dangerous when I get these little swivel chairs. Some guy commented on it. We did an acoustic set, and I had a swivel chair, and I was swiveling the whole time. And
Yeah, your chair, be careful. I have to move it around a bit.
Yeah, my
Yeah, because these are wood pallets. So there's
I have my lawyer on speed dial.
All right.
Yeah, this is my room.
We're gonna go for it.
We're
Yeah,
doing
no
it.
bed. The drum set normally goes there. Bed goes here. And then I got my guitars here.
Cool.
There, whenever you.
Cool. In the late 1970s and 80s, college rock was on the rise, creating countless new genres and new music markets. In 1991, Austin declared itself the live music capital of the world with over 250 music venues. Today, we're adding my room to the list with UT Austin's West 22nd.
Driving around in my parents' cars to the same old places we used to walk to, and we lose track of where we are. All the trees are nice to talk to. Sitting around at Murphy's place, scrambled eggs and silver dollars, naming bottles off the shelf. Close my eyes and now I'm taller. Won't you take me back to Virginia Highlands, where I get high with my friends? When will I see you again? Rudy's stoking the fireplace. Pause the TV, cause Dad is talking. All the love fills up the space, and all the laughing turns to yawning. When my family hits the hay, future birds for the midnight driving up to Athens to catch the game. Will it ever be the same? And sometimes resting my heavy eyelids, I see the street where I live.
guys.
Thank you.
That was awesome. That was really good. I'm a little thirsty. Are y'all thirsty? I think we should get some drinks, please.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh
Please,
my!
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
First class.
What are we looking
Whoa.
I think we should greet y'all with something y'all are comfortable with.
This is the new energy drink?
Yeah, no, just for y'all.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sponsored by Duct Tape.
Uh-huh. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming. Ooh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
I'm really hoping I don't spill this.
So if y'all want to just go ahead and introduce yourselves individually and start out there.
I'm Jeremy. I play guitar.
I'm Logan.
I'm Gabe. I play guitar.
Nice. Cool. So West 22nd, what is it?
We make
We make music. Yeah, we're a rock band in Austin, Texas. Hopefully more places soon.
Yeah.
We're also students, so that's a big part of
Yeah,
it.
UT Austin.
Yeah.
Well, y'all started jamming at Callaway, right?
Yes.
One could say.
Potentially. Maybe.
Where do people find this information?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
don't
where'd you
worry.
dig to find
It's
that?
not. It's not.
I feel like it's not very hard to find.
It's like-
Link.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But so y'all started jamming there, right?
Yes.
What year was that?
That was
We
fresh.
started end of freshman year.
2020.
End of freshman year. And then Gabe, you said you've been wanting to be in a band before you joined West 22nd, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of us kind of had it in
Yeah.
us. A big part of me I'm not from Texas originally, so
Yeah.
a big part of me coming to Austin is because, like you said, like it is the live music capital of the world.
Yeah, totally.
And I wanted to be a part of that, and I think all these guys did too. So it
Yeah.
kind of worked out that way.
Totally.
Yeah. No, I came here, I was getting my business degree, and I didn't really have any plans of doing anything music.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to find some people to jam with, but I didn't think I would start a band, so
Was
pretty
that
crazy.
TKE show the first one?
No.
It's the best one.
We've had some of our favorite shows there
Yeah.
for sure.
So Virginia Highlands, y'all open with that right now.
Mhm.
Is that why'd y'all choose to open with that one?
We were both kind of feeling homesick at one point,
Yeah.
and we were like, we should write about hometown, because we're both from Georgia. And there's a place called Virginia Highlands, which is a really nice area, and you actually grew up around there more, but it just has like a cool ring to it, you know?
Yeah.
And then so we got a guitar and sat down together in our living room and kind of traded verses and
Yeah, Logan had a
kind of
great
whipped out a
guitar riff.
chorus.
Logan had a great guitar riff, which is
Oh,
like
yeah.
the main idea of the song.
Yeah. Let's
And
hear
then
it.
and like we just Jeremy plays it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Cool. So
Very
that was
advanced.
Logan.
Yeah, that was actually Logan.
Yeah.
Who
Wow.
would've thought?
And
Pretty
then we
Virginia.
thought Virginia Highlands just had like a cool like ring
Yeah.
rolling off the tongue. And since we both kind of had experiences like Logan was saying growing up in Atlanta, like we kind of just took turns like talking about very specific memories
Yeah.
and kind of tying it together. So it's a lot of very not inside jokes, but like very like hidden meanings. But
Yeah.
I think it's still very relatable for a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of my Georgia friends I grew up with are texting me a lot about that song.
Really?
Yeah, exactly.
they like
Well,
that one.
what's something in there that's kind of closer to y'all only?
Well, for me, I think my favorite lyric is, I say, well, Gabe helped me with this one because we were like trying to think of like specific memories, and I was trying to like do one for my family. But my dad's favorite movie is Rudy, and it's one of the corniest movies I've ever seen. But it's awesome that he loves it so much. So it's like
Yeah.
we were saying Rudy's stoking the fireplace. He's got a
Yeah.
fireplace below our TV, and then
Cool.
my dad likes to yap during movies, and he'll always like pause it and like say some like political or like
Yeah.
social commentary, like mental stuff, and like it's just really
Dad,
funny.
we're watching Rudy.
Yeah, it's like shut up, Dad. I love it,
Yeah.
but some of my siblings get annoyed. But
And
I
so
really like that one.
a lot of y'all goes into the lyrics of these songs. That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
Decent, I'd
Sometimes
say.
more
Yeah.
now it's easier to do that. Some of the earlier stuff I'd say is a
Yeah.
lot more random.
Yeah.
Like it was hard to get like vulnerable at first.
I mean, Austin's a great place to really just hone in, and it's like, I remember with my first class at UT, the kid next to me played the guitar, and I was like, dude, let's fucking jam. And it just kept happening over and over again. Like, what was the distinction between y'all compared to just like jamming with other people? What really brought y'all together?
I don't know.
What'd you say? Yeah.
We honestly had very different music tastes.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like we just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah, I definitely was pretty far away from these guys. Like I only played like really a little bit of piano. I didn't play any guitar at all.
Yeah.
And like in high school, I listened to a lot of like R&B and like rap and stuff. And didn't really start getting into like.
What was the first song? One of the first songs? It was like
The first song
Rex
that
Orange County.
we jammed together was like a Rex Orange County song, and then like Dark Red by Steve Lacy.
Yeah.
That's not like both
Because I was
songs
like,
play.
that's the only one I know.
And you were comfortable just singing straight on?
I've been terrified to sing my whole life.
Really?
Even though like I knew I was like decent at it, I would
Yeah.
only sing with my family, and I love singing with my dad because he's really good at piano.
Yeah, and it clicked. So then y'all played frats. What was it like starting to sell out?
Oh, that took a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Walk me through it. Walk me through kind of the process.
We didn't even play like our own like venue. We couldn't get booked at a venue. Like,
Really?
yeah, we'd played a few shows around here, and there's like a couple venues that are close to campus, and like they wouldn't respond to us. Like we would walk in person, and like they were like, email us. We're like, yeah, okay, we emailed you, but we'll email you again. And like no response, which is fine. And then we figured out you start hopping on other bands' bills, let
You
them
open
book
for
it,
them,
That's the way.
perform it, and then you're like, oh, we've played here before, like you should book us, and then that's how we get our own shows. But that was like over a year after we started playing.
Yeah.
That was the summer of.
We'd already written a few songs.
Yeah, yeah, and then I think just posting a little bit on social media. We've had trouble like trying to follow trends, and we were like, oh, this is so cringe, like this is the worst. But I feel like for the most part, we kind of just stuck to doing some acoustic videos, some full band videos, and just kind of stuff that we think is relatively authentic to ourselves. And I think that helped a lot for people getting to notice us.
Yeah, it's hard. I was our last guest was a tattoo artist, and he was talking about the struggle of like trying to get exposed, and now like social media is just this insane platform. But as an artist, like you just want to make art.
Right, and like we don't want to be influencers.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's not what we want to do.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to be at least like you have to be on social media, you have to be active, you have to be engaging, and it's definitely a big part of how we are able to sell tickets or like promote new announcements to fans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I read about y'all kind of run the band like a startup. Who's doing that?
Well, initially, there's been a lot of changes in structure.
Yeah.
Initially, it was like these two,
Yeah.
I was our first manager.
And then your roommate was our next manager.
Really?
For a week.
He was like, I can't do this anymore.
And then it kind of switched because me and Gabe were finance majors, and we wanted to like really like invest into the band. Because we were playing a lot of shows, we were starting to get some more money, especially the frat shows and stuff like that. So we wanted to actually organize it and get like an LLC and a business together. And then we've had a couple managers throughout the years, and then now our buddy Connor and Olivia, who are also at UT, about to graduate soon. She's over there. They run the day-to-day, and we got a good little management group going.
No, totally.
Yeah, but a big part of it was being business majors, Logan and I as well. Like, and also like to be able to convince our parents that this is like a good thing to do instead of like an internship or what people expected us to do in our summers.
I remember my freshman year, I got on campus and there was a bunch of like frothing West 22nd signs. And I was talking to my buddy, she's an Austinite. She was like, you don't know West 22nd? I was like, who the fuck is West 22nd? But like obviously like quickly like y'all became a very big part of like the UT Austin scene because y'all are students. What has that been like? Obviously like balancing having a career, starting a music career, and then also balancing school.
Sucks.
The academics part definitely is not fun, but UT itself has been super supportive of us. And, shout out Andy Langer. He is a wonderful person. He like runs UT Music Affairs and stuff like that. And we're good friends with him, and he's helped us a ton. But
I have an exam tomorrow. I haven't started studying for it, and I missed a lot of class because we had South by Southwest, which is like normally it's on spring break, but this year it wasn't. And so like we've gone to a few events before, so we knew about them. And any excuse to not go to class at this point is like it doesn't take much to twist my arm. So
and you're like graduating right in May.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
I hope we don't fumble in these last 4 weeks. I think we got.
Yeah.
I mean 4 weeks graduation, and then y'all kick off for tour.
That's when it's gonna feel real.
Yeah.
In many ways, for the first, I don't know. There's like different things that have made this band feel real. And we've done a lot to make that feeling happen, but being able to go on like a full tour, that's something that surprisingly we haven't been able to do yet.
You talk about real. So, is that some like expectations that you had before joining band? Like kind of like what that would be like if you were in one, or what determines what feels real from y'all's achievements?
What is real?
What?
Am I
Babe,
real?
what's real?
Is this interview
yeah,
real?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I don't know. It's you don't know because you've never been in a band before. You've only seen like movies and like documentaries of your favorite bands, and things were so different back then too. But I mean, the core thing about being in a band is writing and touring, and so I think the more we've been able to do that, that's what feels real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So first time y'all stood on stage.
Oh my God.
Tell me about that.
You were wearing shorts.
Oh
And
god.
Hawaiian shirts.
There's a Hawaiian themed frat
Classic.
party.
Okay.
I was wearing like Lululemon shorts, Jordans,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
like, and a Hawaiian shirt.
You're ahead
Now
of
we
the
have a rule:
times.
even if we're playing a party, we don't do the theme.
Yeah.
We don't engage in the theme because
Unless it's Halloween.
unless it's Halloween.
Yeah.
But yeah, that first show was pretty rough.
We had no idea what we were doing.
Really?
He didn't have a mic on his amp. He didn't know how to sound check. Like,
Oh yeah.
it was just a shit
Yeah.
show, yeah.
And then like I remember like my first time performing live, I was so fucking scared, and then the whole thing just blanked.
Mm.
But I remember just being like, I need to get back on stage as soon as possible because it's just such a thrill. And then my experience, like the minute people start to sing your lyrics, it's just.
Mm.
What was that like for y'all?
That was a real moment, I think.
Yeah, that was the real one.
That was real.
You're like, wait, this is real.
This is that,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the first times that like I really felt like people like actually knew like a decent amount of our songs was one of the it was the first ballroom show that we sold out. It was like last November.
That might have been the first show we sold out. Not the November before last, right?
Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
Say last November.
Yeah. What's time?
Yeah, we don't know. Is it real?
It's not real.
But yeah, we were playing that show, and like there's a lot of people there that we didn't know.
Yeah.
Because throughout our career, like we've had a lot of friends always show up and like.
Yeah, and it's just like just your friends for a while,
exactly.
and then they like start dwindling out.
Yeah, no,
You don't really want to be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
They just have to be there.
Granted, like
Yeah,
some of our friends support a lot, and
Yeah,
like
that's
they'll
sweet.
be singing the lyrics. Like Connor, our manager, he wasn't even like with us for the longest time, and he was originally just a fan, and he would
Yeah.
honestly come and just mess with Gabe and like
Just
put
get
like
drunk.
weird Snapchat messages up,
That's
trying to
funny.
mess with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ballroom show with people singing our lyrics, I like pulled the mic away to see if like they knew it, and they sang like the da da da's on Road Trip.
Yeah.
And I was blushing. I was like, stop.
Yeah. So like after that show, like what did those conversations after those shows look like? When did you realize like, wait, we can actually do something with this?
I feel like
I felt like we could do that even before.
Yeah, I felt like-
playing.
Yeah.
there's definitely doubts as we go along with like,
Totally.
like ebbs and flows with how we're feeling, but I feel like for the most part we've believed in ourselves for a
Yeah.
long time and always knew that we could get to this point if we just keep on working. And
That's
putting our heads
important. It's a big deal, and now like y'all's new album just came out. It's
Hoorah.
like building up the discography.
Exactly, we just doubled up.
I just told you, I was like, if our discography feels real, I literally said that.
Yeah.
Really?
Because now we actually have like a full length album and some
Yeah.
other work from before that.
Yeah. Gabe, you're a philosopher.
I know. I'm really.
I'm joking. God, I'm the worst. Shut up! Shut up! It's called Savannah.
Hey Anna, why so down? Spent your nights and I lost and found. Don't you know you may need somewhere new? And when it's dark, we got a light, we can burn away the night. You know it takes some time to figure out how you feel. And if you need me, you can call. Yeah, we're going down, down by start a fire. Why we feel so much, I don't know, but it's real. When you need me, you get called. Yeah, we're going down, down by the river, back to the water that we once called home. So we go. Yeah, we're going down, back to Savannah. Sing a favorite song until it's driving us bananas. Hit the road, nowhere to go, nowhere to be, no one to know. We got all of the time in the world. We got all of our love, so
No one's ever written a song about me. So
That you know of.
thanks. But tell me about Savannah. Yeah, same. I just like want to know about the process, where it started. How do you know it was finished?
Well, that one started as like a joke.
Yeah.
I remember it was like over one of our Christmas breaks. We were back in Atlanta, and Logan showed me that riff he was writing, and the chorus. He had the first half of it, and he thought it was just like a joke. He sang it like in this, country,
down by the river.
like very like country thing. I was like, it's actually a good melody. Like you should take it more seriously than that.
So like, it sounds like normally the songs start with Logan or Gabe or both of y'all. And Jeremy, like, are you in that process as well? Or
No, we pay him by the hour.
There's been a couple times
it's like time to clock in?
where I was like,
Yeah,
Well, that
exactly.
Savannah guitar riff like is very unique to you, and it's really very special. I fell in love with that one immediately.
Yeah.
The
The chorus.
The Savannah.
This
This is like a tutorial.
So did that come about once y'all had finished writing the song, or?
Sometimes we bring like half worked out songs. If we have like the whole chord structure done and kind of like the verse, the chord, like most of the lyrics done, we'll bring it to the band, and then we'll kind of just jam, send them like a demo, and then they'll kind of work on it on their own. And
I mean, this
put their
last
own
album,
little-
we were changing lyrics like right as you were walking into the vocal booth to record
Really?
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
what's
things are never
recording
really
like?
set in stone.
Recording is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's one of my that and performing is
Really?
like my favorite part.
It's
about being in
it's
a band.
crazy how fun it is to do something like I can't think of many other things that you would do for like 15 hours
Yeah.
day after day after day and like say that it's fun.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about it. Like on New Year's Eve, we clocked like I think we went like 3 hours over. We were there till like we almost missed like the ball drop that night.
You
'Cause
did.
well, we did for other reasons because there was a car accident on the way home that happened. But like we were recording "Can't Help It," which was actually one of the hardest songs to record, I'd say.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't know. We recorded it a couple times. It's the oldest song from the album.
Okay.
It's the
Yeah.
oldest song that we started writing, and for a long time we thought it was the best song we had up to that point. And for some reason, like when we played it live, we loved it. And when we translated it to recording, it just like didn't hit right.
Yeah.
It's hard. I think like, I mean, I catch myself just like falling in love with songs like when I'm just sitting in my room, and then I start recording and I'm like, oh, no more. Like I don't know how I feel about that. But obviously like you have to push through. What is that like? Did y'all start recording on your own? Have y'all always been recording in studios, or how did y'all get to that point?
Yeah, the most we do is like some voice memos, or I really like that Band Lab.
Yeah,
Throw together some
Band Lab is
demos.
goated.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
really good. Yeah.
But yeah, we from the beginning wanted to make sure that the music that we put out is as professional and as good as it can be. So we always wanted to work with producers, and first guy we worked with is here in Austin.
Cool.
Shout out Frenchie.
Yeah,
Smith.
I really respect like artists that can do everything themselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I think we knew from the beginning like that's not us.
That's not our strong suit.
Yeah.
at all.
We definitely rely on a lot of really special people to make everything happen.
So there's like these layers of collaboration in your work. It starts between the writing, and then you bring it to the band, and then you bring it to the studio. What's that like? That collaborative aspect of y'all's music.
Well, it's like we're all raising a child together.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So yeah. There's good times, bad times. We definitely fight a lot.
Yeah.
But conflict is the
Necessary evil.
the mother of innovation. That's not right. Necessity is something. I think it's
Philosopher Gabe has returned.
yeah. These are my other deep thoughts, but
No, it's
conflict helps us make something better.
No, what is a conflict? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was just saying too. Like one of the best parts is like we worked with Matt Pence on this record, and he's an amazing human and even better producer. No, he's a better human than he's a producer.
Okay, human.
He's all right. But we'll bring him a song that like we think is really good, and then he'll literally just like take out one kick or like one snare or something, and then it just has a massive impact on the song. We're like, how did we not think of that?
Like Laugh It Off. The first chorus, like we all cut out, and we had this big drum fill to get into the chorus, and one by one he just started like getting rid of elements, like one hit there, until it was just nothing, and it was just going straight into the most casual beat you could, and it was our favorite by far, just the simplest thing you could do.
Great chill vibe.
Simplicity helps, but you were talking about conflict. What does that conflict look like? I'm really interested to see. Like,
well, my nose was bleeding earlier.
Slap box?
We arm wrestled in the studio.
Yeah, who won?
Jeremy won.
So sad.
I've been working out every day since. Make my comeback.
Yeah,
I think one of my favorite fights was the Hangman fade.
Oh my god.
That was still a fight. In many
Why?
ways.
Tell me about
For
it.
some reason, we've had the most fights over fading songs out.
Yeah, or just ending them.
Yeah.
The problem is when you fade a song out, you have to like play more than what you intend to hear, and then we end up loving what we play. And so you want to keep it, and you want to like keep pushing back the fade out until sometimes you don't even do it, or sometimes it makes you dig your heels in and be like, no, we need to end this song as soon as possible.
We call it the fade wars. There's been 2 fade wars so far.
Yeah.
The second ones were a lot more. It was more like a Cold War. It was a lot more peaceful. A lot less direct fighting.
Yeah, that one's getting intense. But I feel like we do a good job. I mean, it's literally like we're raising a child. It's like we're in a relationship. Like we have to like talk about our feelings and like because if not, then the band's gonna break up and it's gonna be everyone's gonna be sad, and we don't want that.
Yeah. And we don't mind if the band breaks up, but only after like 20 years of massive success and making a lot of money.
Yeah, 30 albums.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Get filthy rich, and then we can break up. But let's stay together until then.
And so this tour is like a pretty big deal. Obviously, like y'all played ACL, and y'all were the first all UT band to do that.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that? Like how big of a deal that was? How real was that for y'all?
That was real for sure.
That was real.
That was pretty real. Yeah.
Was it real though?
It was pretty real.
It was kind of
Generally real.
Yeah.
You were talking about seeing like the lyrics. Like that was a show where I felt that like the fans were really getting into it.
Oh yeah.
And that was the biggest crowd we've ever played for. That was like for us.
Do y'all know how many people were there?
We kind of eyeball it.
The tent was pretty
The
filled
tent
up,
was full.
Yeah.
I'd say. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
A full tent.
But yeah, that show was so much fun.
Yeah.
I was definitely
Top 2 and not 2.
Huh?
Top 2 and not 2.
Oh yeah.
Shows.
Show, yeah.
I was very nervous prior to. I get like I'll be like cool as a cucumber like the night before or the day before, and then like 10 minutes before I'll start like having to throw up, and I'll be like, guys, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like,
So
that's how every show is. Like you kind of start shitting yourself like 5 minutes before, like kind of like you were mentioning too, and then but the second you start playing, it all kind of goes away.
Yeah,
even when you start messing up and things go wrong, and things always go wrong, like the adrenaline and just like the fun you're having like makes it so worth it, and you get off stage and you just want to do it again.
Yeah, like wait, encore?
Yeah. And I don't think we're a band that's known for our fantastic musicianship and skills.
We're not really that good.
We just
That's interesting.
we just like to have
fun.
a lot of fun.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think
Keep it
people
real.
feed off that energy.
Keep it real, keep it fun. Yeah. So ACL, like how did y'all find out y'all were gonna perform? Is that something y'all had to apply for, or how did that work?
It was a goal of ours for the longest time to play ACL, and so we just kind of tried to play C3 venues because they're the company that puts on ACL, and just tried to get into contact with people and like just doing good ticket sales at our shows and just reaching out to people.
Blackmail too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That works.
I mean, always. You can't ever go wrong with blackmail.
Some minor blackmail.
And then once y'all played ACL, like where do y'all see yourselves going? What's like a big dream y'all have? Maybe individually or as a band?
I already know what you're gonna say.
Really?
I think Red Rocks.
Yeah, Red Rocks.
Why?
And then headlining ACL.
Yeah.
What's the best venue in the world?
Have you watched?
I've never been.
Oh, okay.
But I've
I'm
watched
going.
so many live
Yeah.
like videos of people performing there. It just looks so cool.
No, it does.
Yeah, it's insane.
beautiful.
Mount Joy Red Rocks is very inspiring.
Oh my god, that
Video.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, MSG. No, I'm kidding. I'd say Red Rocks too. Honestly, I feel like that is just such a cool venue, and if you're able to sell a decent amount of tickets there, like it's just gorgeous.
No,
And then probably just like I'd want to go to Europe or something. I'd want to
That's
go
cool.
worldwide.
totally.
Yeah, Canada worldwide tour. Let's add Toronto.
Just go up and down to Mexico as well.
I want to play Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's a good one.
I grew up watching that like
Yeah.
every Sunday.
That's exciting. I think it's looking good for y'all. I mean, y'all are killing it, and with this big tour y'all got coming up, it's like super exciting. And I can't imagine what it must be like for y'all. What's like the main emotion that you'll have looking forward to that?
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
What's the Inside Out character, the new one?
Anxiety.
Ennui. Well, there's anxiety. There's ennui as well. I like ennui a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's a
that's
cool
like
character.
nonchalant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gabe doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's the philosopher
I'm gonna
character.
tour
so-
or whatever. No, I mean, there's a ton of excitement. There's a ton of anxiety. Because, like, I mean, even on our little tiny Texas tours, we've had so much shit go wrong. Like,
Yeah.
we were driving to Denver, and like 30 minutes in, our tire popped completely, and
Ooh.
we
And
were
we
just stuck
smashed
on the
the
side of the
window in the
road.
van
Yeah.
that same trip.
So things have gone wrong, but honestly, that's what makes tour fun,
Yeah.
is going through those little experiences and just trying your hardest to get to the venue on time. But I just think being able to meet fans that we've never met before and being able to see like how different cities are reacting to our music, especially with the album, because we're not really gonna know.
No.
So I don't know, we're just gonna have to figure it out.
And y'all, like, obviously, like, all those incidents bring y'all closer together. I mean, just watching y'all play when y'all got here up front, I could really tell, like, the chemistry was strong. But you also bring members in and out. What is that like for y'all?
I think it's been a part of being in college. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
people graduate, people don't know what they want to do with their life yet. So it's like we've had a couple lineup changes, but I think right now we're really excited with what we have going.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, like our first bassist, Nicole. Shout out Nicole Nagaraj. He was in Yellowstone as like a backcountry tour guide
Yeah.
right out of school, and we love that guy. So like we support him, and totally understandable. And then now we got Jet Beck on bass. He's not here.
Which is the most rock star name you ever
He's-
heard.
It's really
He's
good.
one of the
Jet
coolest people
Jet
I've ever
Beck.
met.
Like, come on.
He was born to be in a band, and hope he can stay with us forever
Totally, forever and ever.
and ever.
Until y'all get filthy rich.
And then we break up.
Then we break up, and that's fine. And then we'll do a reunion tour for like $10 million.
We got it planned out.
Cool. Well, I'm excited to hear what else I got for us.
Mama told me let it go. What isn't right will always show. Keep it apathetical. I can take your love if you can give it to me, darling. I said, you always seem to make it look so easy. The way you laugh it up like you don't need me at all. But just to let you know that I don't want to see you messing with another man. And I can't stand you walking with an empty hand. Whoa, 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 whoa. Say what you want, doesn't matter much to me. I'll be something I'm not, if that's something that you need. Oh, I'm picking up the pieces up off the groove. But every time you come around, you always seem to make it look so easy. The way you laugh it up like you don't need me at all. But just to let you know that I do want to see you messing with another man. suppose you'd never know. I could let you down and make you shout, I hate this town. But I don't want to see you messing with another man, and I can't stand it walking with an empty hand. Oh, 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 whoa.
Cool. So Laugh It Off, y'all were teasing that a lot, and I was walking around class like, boom, boom, boom. It was like brutal. But it's honestly one of my favorite songs on the album. I'd like to learn more, like, how does that song resonate with y'all?
That recording process kind of came on a whim. We were like,
yeah, we didn't really. We were gonna go into the. Yeah. This is our first session for like the albums and for the album, and we had a single in mind, but we also were kind of like, should we do this one? Should we do this one or not? And then we were like, we can record this one, and if we like it, we'll put it out. If not, then I mean, some of the songs were intentional because like certain transitions between like the ending chord and the first chord of the next song just sounded really good. And then yeah, kind of as you said, just like starts out a little hot, kind of chills out a little bit, and then ramps up, and then we just felt like it had good dynamics. And
and that's something like you can really only do on an album. Like we've done an EP before, but an EP is just like a collection of songs. Like this is what we're capable of. And then a lot of artists do singles nowadays, and we like doing singles too. But there was something really special about being able to do a full-length album in 2025. I feel like there's not many indie bands that do that right now, and we want to be able to look back in 20 years and see that like we had like that progression of like a not necessarily like traditional, but just like that's like a rock band thing to do, is to make an album, to make a great project. Like people don't put singles on their wall, you know, they put albums on their wall.
And before like streaming services, obviously like you have CDs, vinyls, and all those, like you listen to it from start to finish. I think that's a really important thing, and y'all did a really good job of making a cohesive album, like from start to finish.
That's definitely something you can do, I think, with our album.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, just like as an art piece, like if, especially with our ambitions and like how we want to be around for a while, like we want to have it like as like the big artists that like the most mainstream artists that you know like are always dropping albums. So we want to keep that up.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely get popular by having a song that people like. But I think people really like resonate with an artist and like relate to them from an album. Like like Backseat Lovers, Wearing the Spill was that for us. Noah Kahan's album 2024 or 2023, like that album was big for him. Chop Marone's album, like even the biggest pop stars, like pop stars are known for like hits, but their albums are still connecting with people.
Yeah.
You know.
So you talk about like resonating like with your audience and connecting with other people. Is that something, like a thought that transfers through from the beginning to end, or where does it start? Where does it come in?
I'd say it kind of comes like part of the way through. Cause I mean, I guess I'd say from the beginning. Cause like when we start writing songs, like I feel like with this album too, it's for the most part personal stuff. Yeah. So and it's just like similar things that everybody else goes through, you know. Totally. Like we're young and we're in love. We go through hardships. Like we miss our family. Like just kind of different nuances of relationships with people in your life. I'd say, it comes across from the beginning through the end.
I think for me, also like with this project, I mean, I try to think about kind of like the archival aspect of my current work. When I grow up, when I die, when I'm like 50 years after I'm gone, like if anyone happens to come across my music, my artworks, these videos, I just think it's kind of either a way of being remembered or a way of helping others being remembered as well. Do you all have those thoughts of the like legacy that y'all are leaving through your music?
Deep thoughts, definitely. Philosopher guy here in the band. But I mean, one of the things I love about music is knowing that we could die tomorrow, and like there could still be someone that gets some sort of inspiration or feels better that day because they hear something that we did.
Yeah.
And that'll outlive us, and that's really important for me.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I think that's one of the best parts about it is I feel like, although like to us when we release certain songs, we might not like, at that point, like I don't know, it might not make us like super emotional at some points, but like I just remember there's a memory I had. We were playing some random show. It was like a frat, I forget where, but we were playing like Sunburns or something, and then this girl came up to me after and she was like, "Hey, I was having a horrible day, horrible night. I was walking home from class, or like from studying, and I heard you guys playing, and I was just like, it just made my day so much better. Like instantly put a smile on my face, and it made me realize things are gonna be okay."
Yeah.
It's just like it's funny because like something that you think is sometimes insignificant can be so much more to somebody else, you know.
Yeah, like to us, a certain song might just be like, oh, that's an okay song
whatever.
we did. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
We can do better next time, and like to hear that it means something to someone, like that's pretty crazy. It makes me watch movies and TV shows nowadays. Like we just finished Severance like a couple weeks ago, and I think about a show like that, and I watch like interviews with like the writer and the actors, and I wonder like if they go through the same thing. Because as a viewer,
Definitely.
you just kind of experience like, oh, this is exactly what they meant to do. This is what they wanted, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And that's how people might feel about us. But then like, I wonder if those people behind the scenes, like the writers, are like, oh, I had to compromise on this thing. This shot didn't come out as good as I liked it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it feels so perfect to the audience, but behind the scenes, there's so much chaos that goes on and compromise.
No, I agree. I think it's I mean, it's kind of like part of being an artist is like having that self-critique, but I think it also adds to the perfection that you're saying that the audience hears. Like it goes into the whole process of developing the song from what you think might not be as good to what's acceptable to get out. But that's really exciting that y'all were able to really finish a full album and be satisfied with it, and now y'all get to go on tour and display. Are there any spots, any venues, any cities that are y'all specifically excited to go visit?
I've never been to New York, so I'm so excited for that.
You've never been to New York either?
When I was like 10, I don't really know. I don't remember.
I'm just excited for bagels and pizza and
Bagels
and pizza. The Bagels and Pizza Tour. 5 nights in New York City.
The Bagels and Pizza Tour. Anything else?
I'm excited for LA again.
LA was super fun the first time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for San Diego.
That's gonna be cool.
We've sold a lot of tickets in Boston so far.
Yeah.
Which
That's gonna be fun.
Boston must love us. Denver likes us a lot too.
Yeah.
We had a
Denver's
good time
great.
there last time.
Yeah.
Those are good spots.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
We love all places equally.
Yeah, we haven't enjoy every tour spot, every show
Yeah.
equally. We haven't gone to Florida yet. We have a lot of Florida fans. They're pretty
Really?
pissed at us.
Yeah, there's some.
They're upset.
mad.
It's like
Do you-
Ohio, Florida.
Yeah.
Ohio and Florida are not happy.
Very mad.
Michigan
Michigan too.
either.
Yeah.
Do y'all get caught up? I mean, like, I know I've been talking about like my experience, but like I remember first time I had a song hit like 1,000 streams, and then on like DistroKid you can see on the States like everyone that's listening. I was like, Indonesia, like, but like I mean the process is harsh as an artist, especially as you're gaining traction, and it can kind of become like all consuming. Do y'all experience that? How do you separate yourself from the outer perspective and stay focused on what you're doing?
It's very easy to get caught up in analytics.
You look at it a lot.
I look at it a decent amount. But I like to know what's going on and that type of stuff. Definitely early on when you first like are putting out a song, it's like I'm checking it every day, like how are people liking it or whatever.
Like listening to it again, just making sure.
Yeah, exactly. But like I feel like we've done a good job now, kind of distancing ourselves a little bit, because like numbers don't mean everything. And like not every time, like there's a lot of people that like are on social media that might have like hundreds of thousands of followers, and like might not have as many people come to their shows.
Yeah.
But I think Spotify is a big thing that we like to look at.
We look at Spotify.
That's where we get gratification from.
Because that's what's important.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like those are the people who are listening.
Yeah.
And we want to get them to buy tickets and come see us and meet us and see us again when we come back.
Yeah. We're not the best at social media, so.
Y'all should hire a social media.
You get a little on the
Might have to.
analytics app for Spotify. You get like a little like. You can like update how many people are listening right now. You get a little vibration in your hand. You know, like, your little
And you see it,
stimulation
like,
you
oh my
get.
God. Yeah.
So, getting that little vibration feels good.
I get you, but you say like numbers aren't everything, and you're looking for something that's real.
Yeah.
So where does that success come? What does that look like for you? Like,
I think just shows, honestly. I mean, in the industry, that's where you make your career at this point, unless you're like a social media musician making a ton of money from that. But
I think the thing we work hardest on, like you're saying, is selling tickets. Like that's what matters the most to us. I mean, we love playing for any room, but there's definitely something special about playing a room that's full of people. That like literally is at capacity.
Yeah.
Like it just it makes us do a better job, feel like way more into it, and I think they get a better show out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta do your like fair share of empty venues.
Oh yeah.
Oh definitely.
To get to that
like we played ACL, which was like the biggest show we ever did. The next show we played was in Nashville, which was our first time there, and it's a tough city. And like we had a lot of fans there, but it was definitely like not a sold out show by any means, and it kind of like brings us back to reality. Like we've done a lot in Austin, and like now we're gonna go out to the rest of the country for the first time.
Yeah.
And we definitely have a lot of growth to do.
Mm-hmm.
Totally, you're keeping good attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Good vibes.
Gotta.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I have some records for y'all.
Whoa!
Y'all get to choose one.
Like Nardwar.
Y'all get to choose one, right? We get a lot of inspiration from some awesome people. These are from End of an Ear Records, a local record shop in Austin, and y'all get to take one home with y'all. They're all either local or vintage, so.
Oh, cool.
Sick.
Yeah.
Wait, we each get one, or we just?
No, we get one.
One for everyone.
Okay, so we each get one. You're the sweetest.
The album that Gabe just pulled out.
that's the one.
I'm a big fan.
Honestly, this one's pretty awesome. Drew wrote this one.
I like the lasso.
Yeah, that's good.
Text.
All right, we'll do it.
Cool.
We got a couple record players at home. We'll throw that one on.
Awesome.
Commander Cool.
We also have our tradition. We like to let our guests leave their mark on our wall for future guests to come check out.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, what kind of mark?
So
Where's the mark?
Go ahead and explain what this is.
Yeah.
This is our beginning of the full tour show. That was a horribly worded.
Beginning of the
We're
whole
kicking
tour
off
show.
the tour with this show in Austin at Scoot In, local.
Yeah.
We love Austin. It supported us a lot.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very bittersweet.
You know you look so lovely when you leave me lonely, when you tell me that you don't care, then you whisper your sweet nothings, and I think of something I can say to clear the air, but there's smoke in our home, and I can barely breathe in. This ain't what you call easy love. Can we talk about the way it was? Easy love, come and find me when I'm waking up. I don't even know you, thinking of the old news, oh, the way we used to dance, oh, but you don't even notice when we're missing moments. Can we please just clear the air for the small I can barely breathe in. This ain't what you call easy love. Can we talk about the way it was? Easy love, come and find me when I'm waking talk about the way it was. Easy love, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Or can we talk about easy love? Can we talk about the way it was? Easy love, come and find me when I'm waking
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
There's good oysters.
Good oysters, yes.